After Anthony Weiner got caught sexting for a second time, a lot of people are wondering whether or not cyber sex is considered cheating. Is it considered an affair? In fact, that's a debate that we had internally here at the Young Turks, and I thought we could open up the conversation with our lovely audience. So there was a poll done to see whether or not couples are comfortable with online flirting, cyber sex, but it turns out that 57% of men consider that cheating and 77% of women feel that it's cheating. And again, this is an MSNBC/iVillage survey.
I didn't know MSNBC did polls like that. All right, God bless. I like that poll.
They're having some fun, yeah.
Yeah. So first, what do you think? Is it cheating?
No, I don't think it's cheating.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah,
there's a turn, there's a twist.
I don't think it's cheating, but there are strict rules that you have to set up. So, first of all, I don't consider my husband or my boyfriend watching porn cheating at all. Oh, right?
Okay. So, of course! So I'm not having that conversation.
I'm totally fine with that. But then, porn also has like the web girls, right? Who interact with them and they like encourage you to like get your rocks off. Like is that considered cheating? And I don't consider that's cheating either. That as cheating either.
I like the way you framed it. They encourage you along. They're like, oh, no, you can do it. You can do it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. So having a jolly good time. Go for it.
So the rule is, if you are having cyber sex with some faraway person that you have no emotional attachment to and you're just doing it for some thrill, then that's totally fine. Like, people are married for the rest of their lives. Like, you're supposed to have sex with the same person for the rest of your life. It's gonna get boring after a while. If you want to have cyber sex, go for it.
That's funny, man. You're so down on marriage, it's hilarious. All right, so look, on the flip side is,
I'm not down on marriage. I want to get married. Like, I want to find
as long as you can have sex with other guys.
No, I don't want.
At least cyber sex. No, come on,
I'm
man.
not even saying.
You gotta give me that.
No,
I gotta encourage some folks.
I have no interest in cyber sex. I'm just saying, if you want to keep things interesting, you got to be a little more open-minded. I'm totally fine with being open-minded. So something like cyber sex with someone that you're never gonna meet, someone that you
really, I don't believe you. I think you're gonna get jelly, as you would say.
Why would I get jelly? I'm hot.
Oh, whatever, right? Like, there's a one part of the story where it's a lesbian couple, except one of them is bisexual. This is a hilarious part of the story. The one that's like just lesbian is going on a trip. She's for business. She's going to go to the airport, except she forgot something at home, comes back, and they describe the scene where her partner has her pants at her ankles and is at the computer. It's like the old story, like, oh, you come back and oh, there's somebody's having sex with your wife. Except it's cyber sex. So her pants are at her knees, she's at a terminal, like, and someone is encouraging her, but it's a guy, because she's bisexual.
She's diddling herself.
Right, and she's like going to work, right? Anyway, she's like, well, you went on a trip for work, and I went to work. Just a different kind of work. All right, so, and then the lesbian partner gets all upset about that, of course, right? And they gotta go to counseling, and then finally they come to terms, and they're like, okay, you can have cyber sex with these folks, you can have cyber sex with these folks. So if they make agreements, then have at it, Hoss, definitely. That's a part of the relationship, and if that's what keeps it interesting, that makes all the sense in the world. The question is when you don't have an agreement, right?
Yeah, you have to be open.
Your husband comes home, or you come home and your husband's pants are at his ankles, and there's a girl that he's talking to, and you see her, and she's hot or whatever, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so my initial reaction would be rage.
Thank you.
Let me clarify and elaborate. I would be upset because I would assume immediately that it's someone that he knows personally. And if it's someone that you work with or someone that you know personally, then there's that opportunity for an emotional attachment. The emotional attachment is what scares me. But if it's like some freaking porn star or something who's doing a webcam thing with you and like, whatever, I don't care about that.
No. If it's like one of those encouragement girls,
like some woman,
as you're saying, that's fine, because that's like almost like a strip club.
But what if it's just like some horny girl in Russia who's like, I'm looking for someone to have cyber sex with, and my husband's like, all right, I'll have cyber sex with you. I like how she's soliciting the sex.
Oh yeah, because hot Russian girls are always soliciting middle-aged men in America. Yeah, well they are actually, but trust me, it's not for free.
Yeah, like that doesn't bother me either. How is that any different from a porn star doing it? As long as
No. It's like the assumption is not that they're getting paid for it. That's totally different. The assumption is they're a real person.
I know.
And so they could have an emotional attachment. Just because they're on a computer doesn't mean that they can't it's not like they turn into robots. We are now looking at a computer. We will be robotic about this. You go to work. I go to work on ourselves. We will not enjoy it.
There are people who do it for the thrill and they do not get emotionally attached. Like, do you think Anthony Weiner was like emotionally attached?
No, but then that 22-year-old claims she was emotionally attached.
Well, that was her problem.
No, I know, and I'm with you. Look, I don't think I would catch feelings over a computer terminal.
Yeah.
Okay, but you never know, right? And look, are we uncomfortable? I'm gonna go to Jesus. I'm gonna ask you. Look, you're married, okay? On the one hand, look, you know how it is, man. You want to be able to do it, and you think like, hey, that's not really cheating. Okay, I see what you're saying. On the other hand, then you picture your partner doing it, and you're like, no, that's totally cheating. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's where I have a hard time. Like, I could easily say, like, yeah, I want to do it, but like you're saying, like, I don't know if I caught my wife doing it, I don't know exactly what my reaction. I like to say that I'd be fine with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be fine with it. I mean, come on. I don't care if the dude's in Russia or wherever the hell he is.
Wow, that's kind of
no,
amazing. But I think that's because
I could work on like if everybody keeps it to women, then we're having fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say theoretically you got a girlfriend or whatever, and you catch her going to work on herself with a hot Russian girl. I'm just hanging out here.
It's all
okay?
about Jake. It's all about Jake. You are so greedy.
No, I'm not. I'm saying if she's into it, then go have at it. But if it's like like some hairy Russian dude,
would you be tempted to do it?
Would I be tempted? Like, do I find it interesting?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all other things being equal? Of course, it's interesting. It's a thrill, like you said. If somebody that's like somebody from somewhere else, then you see them, etc. But would I do it? Hell no. One. That's not the situation I'm in, right? Number two, you think they're not recording that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I'm not going to get wienered, you nuts.
I'd be super worried about getting embarrassed. Like, that would be my biggest thing. Like, my family would find out that, like, my husband is, like, jerking off to some woman in Russia. That would be the worst part. That actually bothers me more than, like, the infidelity aspect of it.
That's funny. No. That put me in trouble, man. None of that.